I remember going to his apartment building, and we'd go down in the garage, and he would have his big limo, like taking up 2 or 3 spots underneath the building. I was just like,
God, it's true.
People rent limos, Jason.
I know. I told you it was a bad investment.
Wait, you actually bought this thing?
Yeah.
I thought you just rented it for a week for a gas.
he bought the limo.
Oh my God. Welcome, friends and fans, to another episode of GalaxyCon Live, where we are bringing the convention experience directly to you. And today we are going back to Angel Grove with 3 amazing actors from the mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So without further ado, it's intro time. Our first guest is an actor and gymnast who joins us today to talk about the role of inventor and team science expert William Cranston, better known as Billy to his friends, aka the original Blue Ranger. Please welcome back David Yost.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, David. How you been doing?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for having me on again.
Oh, absolute pleasure. Hope everything is doing well on your side of the world.
Very good here in Los Angeles right now, yes.
Well, Los Angeles, well, the weather is always nice in LA.
That's what they say.
As a native, you might have a different opinion on that. Well, David, glad to have you back in good health and in good spirit.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And our next guest, she is an actress, singer, and director who joins us today to discuss her time as Kimberly Hart, known as Kim to her friends, also known as the original Pink Power Ranger and Ninja Ranger. Please welcome back Amy Jo Johnson. Hey!
Hi!
Amy, how have you been?
I'm pretty good. It's springtime, which is nice. Finally.
Yeah. Absolutely is. Everything is good in your world?
Yeah, it's going well.
All right. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you on here again. Last year, our one-to-one was absolutely one of my favorite ones, and looking forward to discussing more directorial efforts about you in the future.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very nice. And finally, he is an actor, a martial artist, instructor, and a poet. Today he joins us to discuss wearing green, white, red, and black uniforms throughout Ranger history. But underneath, he has always been the character of Thomas Oliver, known to everyone as Tommy. Please welcome back Jason David Frank.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, Jason, how you been, boss?
I'm actually doing good. Dave, Amy, it's good to see you. You said Pink Ninja. Pink Ninja?
I know. I heard that. I was like, what's that?
Well,
No. The pink ninja. And then, did I say pink?
We didn't. No. We did ninjettis, and we actually were ninjas. That's what's interesting. I've been signing up.
No, I was going to ask. I was like, was I a pink ninja?
Yeah, we were. I actually forgot about the ninja stuff, Patty. So I signed a few ninja things, and it was like, yeah, we were super, super ninjas. Wow.
I remember those costumes in the movie. Those were cute.
Yeah, I remember the headband, David. It was remember how sticky it was and breaking my face out. Remember, it was like didn't have the anyway. It's a different story, but
it was made of vinyl. That's why they made us break out on our foreheads.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I have mine in my spare bedroom right now.
You did?
Your thing?
Yeah.
You sneaky. What else do you have?
Well, that's Jason made me steal that from the movie, and so that's why I have that.
Yeah. You've always been a bad influence, haven't you?
Well, people have choices in life, Patty, and sometimes no one's forced to do anything. But if you take that decision, I will encourage you to do. But other than that, now look, David has it, and it's nobody knows, and the brand's gone, everything else is gone, and David's got it. He's wearing his room, and like,
go put it on. Put it on.
I might grab it for you, but I don't know that I'd put it on.
No, but show the inside how bad it was. It didn't have anything like it was sticky, and and I kept complaining about it and just breaking my head out with the Mac 5. I had to use Color Me Beautiful. Remember that?
What?
Makeup, that Color Me Beautiful makeup. I was like, I can't use Mac. It's gonna break my face out. Maybe she would come, and it was called that, but I had to.
Color Me Beautiful. That's Jason's makeup line.
Yeah, it was just still.
You're a big deal.
What's that?
Jason, yours says I'm a big dill, but it's spelled D-I-L-L, not the way that's spelled.
That's
dill.
right. That means I'm a big dill.
A dill?
I'm a big dill. Oh, God. No, it's good to see. See, Patty, how things just roll.
Hey, you guys are some of the easiest guests. I just introduce you, and then I kind of just you guys take care of itself. But I will say, as always, once again, we here at GalaxyCon are looking forward to the day when the world gets a little bit back to normal. We can once again host you at our physical stages, get you all in front of your fans. In the meantime, we have the GalaxyCon virtual stage. So glad to have you back again. The team's going through the chat room, pulling out the questions. In the meantime, I'm just going to throw this out because I don't think I've ever asked you guys this. What has been the most interesting thing that you've been asked to sign that you still felt comfortable signing?
David.
That we felt comfortable signing or didn't feel comfortable?
That you felt comfortable, that you actually said, I've never seen this before. This is interesting. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'm not going to ask the other stuff that you,
Yeah, I mean, we've all signed a butt or two, I'm sure.
I've never signed a butt.
I've signed a couple of butts.
Weird. Wow.
Buns. But like upper.
Pull their pants down. Why don't they just like trace it?
God.
I don't know. But
is that theoretically for the autograph tattoo?
Yeah.
I mean, I will say those are the
weird
kind of out there ones. But I think often people make really cool Power Ranger stuff that's a one-off that they did themselves, and they bring it in and have us sign it. And I'm always like blown away by some of the artwork that a lot of fans draw of us and then have us sign. So those are like the really cool ones that I personally remember.
Totally.
Good.
I have a question.
Yes.
It might be kind of rude and weird, but Jason, you have so many tattoos. Is your butt tattooed?
Yeah, it is. Tattoos.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
What is it? What you got on your butt?
A dragon. You know what I was gonna say is kind of a weird question too. I was like, who are you all looking at? Because like Dave's talking, I was looking at Amy. Like, do your eyes float around? Because I kind of have ADD. So Dave's talking, I'm looking at Amy, trying to figure out what you're looking at.
I guess we're just supposed to look into our camera, but it's
I don't want to
do that.
You're over here for me. I don't know. Whatever.
All right, look, Dave. This is in the camera. This is you. Watch. This is Amy. Do you see the difference, Patty?
No, I do the same thing because I have to gauge everybody's moods and get a read and all that fun stuff. So
I was actually talking to Patty, even though I should have been looking at the camera.
All right. I was just wondering, but yeah, Amy.
So all right, JDF. What's been the most interesting thing that you got asked to sign that you still felt, hey, this that delighted you?
I actually the thing about signing babies. I laid the babies down and signed their T-shirts and stuff like that. And I had a fan yesterday that said, "You signed my baby as a joke?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll put that on the hashtag." And I laid the baby down. Now I've been asked to sign other stuff, but yeah, no, just babies. I feel comfortable signing.
Huh.
But see, the thing is, I've never signed a butt. So I think it'd be good for social media to sign David's butt, and then we can then we can post it like.
But then you got to tattoo it, David.
Yeah.
I have 0 tattoos, and I don't think I would. Maybe I would do Jason's.
Maybe
Jason,
butt.
I do both of your names on my butt.
You will?
Oh, I get one cheek.
Yeah, you get a cheek.
No, for real. Don't even lie. You've got to be a man of your word. Fans want to see it.
No, I'm not doing that.
No? Wow.
Come on.
No, that's weird.
It's like the ninja thing years ago. It's like now you're gonna egg him on and it's in a tattoo.
No, but yeah, just the babies, I think. But there's a ton of tattoos I do sign. I've tattooed a few people, and then they get it signed and tattooed, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's and I seen Amy's tattoo, Dave's tattoo, pretty hardcore fans will be sticking around forever on that one. So
yeah.
But quarantine's it's been really, oh, my tattoos, yeah, it was a quarantine. This is Tommy after quarantine.
This is old school you too. We've talked about this before because at the physical shows past couple of years you've been dressing real nice, but before you were the rock guy, so and all that stuff was more visible.
Yeah, well, I think it's just I gotta go with the flow, like you got the suits at the cons, and then all this other stuff is just like for me, like flexing is kind of weird now, so I just kind of do the just kind of downplay the diamonds and the gold and everything.
It might be really uncomfortable to be wearing those suits right now too.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, like flexing and stuff.
What is that?
Oh, this? Oh, thanks, Amy. This is a gold chain that was made by my jewelry. No, I'm kidding. No, for real. Patty, I just been riding my Harley and going around and just trying to, I got 2 different looks. It works for everything, but I kind of miss the shows because I miss seeing the guys like physically, you know what I mean? But anyway, there's some people I miss, some people I don't, so it's fine.
I want to know the list that you don't.
Okay.
No. You don't have to go there. That's fine. It's all good. I'll use my moderator prerogative to save all of us.
I wrote my notes down, but whatever. We'll go to the next.
Amy, is there anything particularly in memory that a fan delighted you with when they presented it to you?
Oh, I don't know. I have a box downstairs full of stuff that people have given me, but that's not the question. I think it's fun to sign toys from when people were kids. I always find that fun. Yeah, sorry. Terrible.
No, it is. That's a really good point. Because certainly
although that's kind of gross, but at the same time, it's like, oh my God, they've had this since they were 5 years old, and now they're in their 30s. And I find it endearing.
No, that absolutely is. Yeah, it's a big difference between, I bought this in the box and everything else. Then this week, I got this when at a certain age. And yeah, so.
With teeth marks in the toys. Like biting as a 4-year-old. Like, there are teeth marks in the Saba. They're like, I had this forever. I mean, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Amy, did I hear a cat?
Yeah, Tilly's tooling around here. Yep.
Okay. Well, if you want to introduce her to the audience at any time, you're
nowhere for her to jump. But anyway, usually I'm at my desk. But
well, we do that whole thing now where people take pets and hold them for ransom, so we kind of really can't show that stuff, Patty.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fair enough. It's very popular at GalaxyCon Live. Our audiences go nuts when people introduce them to their pets. So.
Oh, Tilly!
All right, fine. Show your cat because we like to hold them hostage.
Come on.
No, did you hear that story, Dave, about someone losing a pet and like hostage?
Yeah. Like, oh, hello, Tilly.
Pretty cat. Is it how big? How many pounds? It looks like a big cat.
No, it's a teeny cat.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Perception, you know how make things look weird.
The two-dimensional images. So, very nice. Well, I'll tell you what, I think we're going to go on our audience questions. So let's go ahead and roll our first one. And it's going to come from Anne, and they want to know, what characteristics do you share with your character in Power Rangers?
Billy Yost.
Well, I will say to begin with, I didn't share a lot. Maybe Jason and Amy will have a different interpretation, but I don't feel like I shared a lot with Billy. Billy was super intelligent, and he obviously made the communicators. He made a car that flies. David, am just an average student. Always got C's for the most part. So Billy was a challenge for me, and I learned a lot from him. But Jason, but
watch it. You have the hardest lines Power Rangers. Yeah. I could not believe it was bad.
Yeah, I had tough lines, but it was worth it. I learned a lot. Yeah. Amy, what'd you have in common with Kimberly?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was a gymnast. Kim was a gymnast.
True.
I think at the end of the day, with your character, David, you really had to, your character was really very different from who you are. Whereas Kimberly, I think I made her Kimberly by just being me. I didn't have to have all this crazy dialogue and stuff. So I think there was a lot of things about Kimberly that I brought to the character as well, I think.
Like what? There's a lot like what?
I don't know. Well, one thing well, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Okay.
All right, bad boy, your turn.
Just getting my heart broken by women. Tommy is just heartbreak, breaking up with Kimberly and everything.
Well, there's that.
And it wasn't like a real breakup. She left you a letter.
Yeah, back in the days, it would be just an emoji now. Just right. Emoji. That's it. That's how life. No, for real. Tommy, I think Dave knows I was kind of just myself, the G-rated version of me, and I had a lot of fun. And karate, obviously, kind of being a loner, I think, was one of those things I kind of had in common, kind of growing up as a kid. That's why, like, honestly, like Dave was, you know, like one of my good friends on the show. It was kind of like this pack. That's why we're so comfortable and so crazy. It was the three of us that, you know, I remember spending a lot of time with. But that was it. I mean, karate and just, I don't know. I wish I was a little bit more silly, but I don't know. What do you guys see? No, Tommy, the character.
Oh, okay. I was like, you're the silliest person I know.
That's why I'm saying I wish Tommy was a little bit more serious.
Oh, maybe Tommy was a little bit too earnest. Maybe you should have sillied him up.
I don't know, but people recognize my voice now. With all the masks, and people are now trained to recognize sounds. So people are like, you sound like Tommy. I'm like, I guess I do, but Tommy had this, what's important to me now is my friendship with all of you. I never want that to change. It was like a little tone back, you know what I mean?
Like 2 weeks ago, we watched, this doesn't have to do with Power Rangers, but it has to do with what you're saying. Me and Frankie watched an episode of Felicity, which was a TV series I did after Power Rangers. And, did I talk about this at the last thing we did?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not here again.
And, oh my God, you guys, I realized that first episode, we only watched one episode. I used to do this thing, I think because I was 28 playing 19, and I probably did it as a Power Ranger too, I'm not sure. But it's kind of like what you're talking about, where my voice, I was like this. I was like, hi, yeah, I don't know. But I think because I was 28, I was trying to play 19, so I just thought like if I like talked like this, I would sound really, it sounds so stupid. What was I thinking?
I don't know. I guess voices, like you all sound alike to me, but that's on the outside. I don't know. Do I sound like Tommy? Because Tommy's like, the pitch down. If I sound like him, then that means this is the way I sound all the time.
Yeah, but you know what? Through the years, you're so present on social media that they know you from you now as well. Not just
that makes sense because I'm gonna change my voice inside the mask. How's it going? Yeah, I got a Red Bull or something like that, like maybe a yellow one.
But then they'll recognize that.
No, you got to stick to the character, Patty. I went to buy sunglasses yesterday, and I said, "Come buy some sunglasses." And they said, "Yes." I really don't. I know it's terrible, but I had to stick to character. I was acting. I was like, "Do you have sunglasses?" She said, "Over here, sir." I put them on. She's like, "Those glasses have great peripheral vision." I said, well, I can't see out of the peripheral vision. It's really, really bad. So I had to stick to character. When I'm silly, you got to stick to it till the end. That's what Dave used to be super silly on Power Rangers, man. Like, God, the stories.
You were very silly, David. David's one of the silliest people.
He was, for sure.
I think my favorite thing to do is get silly with David.
Yeah, big time. He's the prankster and the silly one on the show.
Oh, yeah, totally. I was by far the most professional, please.
Yeah. That's for sure.
And that was a fun question to start us off with. Thank you. What we have next? And here's one from Justin. If you could be any other superhero, who would you be?
I just watched WandaVision and I loved it. Wanda's pretty cool.
You'd be a good Wonder Woman.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jason.
It's really hard. I'd be honest with you. The Bloodshot, I really enjoyed a lot. I put a lot of work in the Bloodshot. It was a comic book in 1992. I worked so hard on it to brand. People were there for Tommy or the Green Ranger to get stuff. So very limited people knew Bloodshot, but I liked it because it was a comic book before Power Rangers. So I really enjoyed playing Bloodshot. If you read the Bloodshot series, it's a little off in his mind. It's a really good series. Anyway, it's just it was great to play that character, but I don't see myself as another superhero. We've been Power Rangers for so long. I mean, I don't think I would look right as Wolverine.
What about your new guy?
Oh, Legend of the White Dragon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Amy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good, Amy. So smart, Amy. Amy, this is the Legend of the White Dragon.
Does that guy have the Tommy voice or your? Or
no, I'm gonna have to change it a little bit. No, I'm playing Eric Reed. I took my brother's name with a K. ERIK to play Eric Reed. And the thing about this one is I get to just have tattoos. I'm just going to have a whole different character. He's very methodic. He's in his head, kind of like where I'm at. When you talk about poetry, that's kind of where he's at. very quiet. You know, it's not like so many lines where he's got a lot of stuff going on in his head like Bloodshot. So, you know, tank top tattoos, people are going to be like, break the mold, break the Tommy mold. But that's a good one, Amy. I'm going to have to work on the voices. I don't want to sound like Tommy on there.
Well, just talk like you.
I do. I talk like me right now, and people are like, Tommy? And I'm like, oh,
no.
Power Ranger up.
No, I meant remember you said that you used to like make your voice softer. Just don't do that.
But even now, people are like, Tommy? And I'm like, how do you recognize me? I'm on a motorcycle, got tattoos like people do. So I think I'm going to bring my voice up a little bit. I was thinking about like this. Hey, Amy, Dave.
Oh, I like it.
You like it?
So brooding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know a couple of good acting coaches and classes you can do online to work on what do they call it? Acting with the breath kind of thing that really develops your throat.
I need that, I think. Because when I came in, you guys, you know, I mean, I was just straight from the streets, no experience. And when I came in, I respect you guys about your character because David had a lot. His character was like, so, I mean, I was stressed out with, I mean, I'd say tranquility, and I couldn't say that, see it, tranquility. I mean, he had tranquility. He had really complex lines, so he really had to act that part. And then, of course, Amy, that's why, you know, actress, producer, all that stuff, she was really making notes. We talked about that last time. So I was like, oh, cool, you have a notebook too? But I really didn't have one. I had like, you're developing your character? So am I. What do you think I'm doing in my room? But I really wasn't. So they definitely. So I think, Dave, I should, because I don't want to sound like Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, it really helps out. So, you know, and there's always, if you want to act, I just think you should always be in some kind of class to kind of keep everything oiled going.
Yeah.
The time now, we didn't have this kind of stuff.
Right.
Totally. You can do it online.
Yeah, big time.
Absolutely.
And it's fun.
Yeah, so David, what superhero role you think you want to tackle?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really ever think about superheroes. I always thought it would be cool to be Darth Vader. He's not really a superhero, but that's kind of like one of my icons. And if I could have done like a voiceover for Underdog was like a big superhero of mine growing up, so that would have been cool.
Dun, dun, dun. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting.
Frankie wants to say hi to you.
Frankie.
Come here. She was just sitting over there, like staring at me. I'm like, what are you doing?
Jenna was downstairs. Hey, gosh, you got so big, man. Jeez. Gosh. You just so white. Yeah, look what happened.
Your uncle Yosty.
Look what happened.
Hey, Frank.
What am I then? Am I like, if an uncle, what am I? I just want to know that.
Cousin Franks.
Cousin Franks.
Franks. Bye, Frankie. Gosh, Jenna's downstairs. I don't know, Jenna, if you're watching. Come upstairs.
Oh, Jenna's downstairs.
Let me see.
Okay, sorry. Go on, Patty. Sorry.
And props for being a Guns N' Roses fan.
I know. I was like,
I know. I saw that.
Wearing a Guns N' Roses shirt.
Props to Guns N' Roses. Well, Justin, thank you on that. And it was a fun one. Let's roll another one. And this comes from Debbie. What scene have you had the most fun shooting? And this could be from any of your catalog of work.
David?
Why am I always, from Power Rangers, the whole first season for me was a lot of fun to film. But I think with some of my favorite episodes are with Amy Jo, of course, where she and we did one called Switching Places. Sorry, Jason.
I like Power Punks. Power Punks was...
Yeah, Power Ranger Punks.
Although you stole my character, and I was like, David.
In Punks? Power Ranger Punks?
Yeah, I kind of was like doing this thing, and then you did it.
Oh, yeah, she built this character up, and then you had to pull all the work, I remember. Even though I wasn't
Did you really feel that way? No. I was like, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to copy you.
No. But that was so fun. That was super fun.
We had a lot of fun filming that one. So, and with... filming with JDF, I think probably the best scene wasn't really a scene. It was him. We were filming the movie, and he ran up a tree and fell on his face. It was amazing.
Yeah.
When we were just like downtime, when we were waiting.
That's so mean, David. Like everyone thinks to mean to you. That's so terrible to say, but it's true.
You guys, I'm having this weird not deja vu, but memory. Did we shoot in Australia at a lake, and then we would walk through these paths and like shoot in different areas of this lake?
The water.
It's a dream that I had.
Wasn't it the water stuff, Dave? The sprout, whatever, the water.
At Cayama, at the ocean with all the spraying, and then we had to walk up on the rocks. I maybe with Mariska.
Yes, inside that lake. Yeah.
At a lake. Yeah.
And it was like we would have like all these different parts of the lake. Yep. We would shoot. Yep. And I just remember downtime, waiting in the pathway, and it was beautiful. And it sort of feels like a dream, or was that actually reality? But that
I posted on my YouTube, JDF FFN. You can go to YouTube now and check out the behind the scenes. It's true.
It all got cut out of the movie, though. It didn't make it to the movie.
So, all right, JDF, how about you? Favorite scene?
Favorite scene? Well, coming into the first Green with Evil was kind of like different. It was kind of fun being evil, you know, just because I could tell like Amy or Kimberly kind of like get away with being bad, kind of, you know, like, oh, I was under a spell, sorry, type of thing. I enjoyed filming it with my brother as well. That was good memories. He was kind of crazy and wild. But I think putting on the cowboy hat and riding the horse was like very interesting because I've never
what episode was that? That was like some cowboy episode.
Yeah.
Calamity Kimberly. That's when you were.
Oh, that was my big episode.
Yeah.
It was just different. You know, just wearing a cowboy hat, being like, you know, the horses. I mean, I like things like vehicles and things that I can like, you know, play with props that I would break all the time.
But didn't they tell you, Jason, do not ride the horse? And you got on the horse and rode the horse away?
I had no keys in vehicles. It was terrible. Everything I got. How come I don't have keys? They're like, no, keep the keys away from Jason.
Well, that's because that time that you got on the little ATC and just rode off into the horizon.
Yeah, I was
the whole crew standing there, and we're like, where'd Jason go?
I was mad at Jonathan. You remember that day, Dave? I was mad at Jonathan. I was like, and then jumped at the that's where it all started, where I had no keys to anything. It was terrible.
Remember when you bought the limo and had Junior drive it?
Well, what's this story?
I just, whatever. I bought a limo, just whatever.
He bought a limo, and he had Junior, who was the security guard at work. He drove it.
Yeah. But he was
Jason's chauffeur.
Yeah, but I wanted him to dress up a little bit, and then Junior was Junior, you know, showed like shorts, the same like Dickie pants and everything. I was like, man, Junior, you know, can you dress up a little bit? And that was his dress up. So that only lasted for like Dave, a week or two, and I parked the limo inside.
It was so awesome. It was the best.
I was trying to do this, and it was not.
Did they show up to work in the back, getting out of the limo? Imagine if anyway, if you had to drive it because Junior didn't show up.
I remember going to his apartment building, and we'd go down in the garage, and he would have his big limo, like taking up 2 or 3 spots underneath the building.
God. It's true.
People rent limos, Jason.
I know. I told you it was a bad investment.
Wait, you actually bought this thing? I thought you just rented it for a week for a gas.
He bought the limo.
Oh my God.
It was cool at first, and I was like, what do I do with this thing, man? Actually, you know what? I wish I had your cycle. I bought your blue motorcycle from the show. They just took all the cycle stuff off. It was still signed by that guy. They got rid of that. I wish I still had my Samurai Suzuki. I wish.
The Suzuki sidekick.
I love their Suzukis.
Yeah, they gave us like a sidekick. Yeah, I wish I still had souvenir, but I got rid of it. I was like, that's nice sidekick Suzuki. I'm gonna buy myself a limo.
You bought a limo and hired Junior.
You got that story before you. All right.
Debbie.
Okay. Next question.
Debbie, thank you for that very illuminating question. Sit down, son. We're not done yet. What's next? Here's one from Lynn. What other fandom or characters of a genre would you like to see have a crossover with the Power Rangers?
Dave?
Didn't they do like a Ninja Turtle thing on Commonalities?
Yeah, we did that with the Commonalities.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
I think on the show they did that. Did they, Dave?
I don't know if they did it on a show.
No, they did on Power Rangers. Don't know what season, but they did.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
When Ninja Turtles were on Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Not with us, not our Power Rangers, a different season.
They were trying to boost ratings.
And I believe there was another crossover like with Superman and Batman and some other superheroes like in the comic books.
In the comics, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is always cool. But I mean, off the top of my head, I really don't know. I just always just like Power Rangers is Power Rangers. The defenders of the world.
Did you guys know, or is this true? I think my boyfriend told me this, that Stan Lee actually had the rights to Power Rangers first?
No, that's not true.
I doubt that's
true.
true.
No, it's not true. Towards the end of Stan, when we originally talked to Max and Stan, he thought it was cool if we could do like a Power Ranger movie before the movie. He wanted to kind of like write it or something like that. But
oh, okay. I knew there was something to do with something.
Yeah. But what's interesting is I know the subject, but your boyfriend probably knows more about Power Rangers writing that comic book. No, for real, writing that reunion stuff. It's actually really good when like people that know the product can write it, because I tell Hasbro this, Cobra Kai. It's simple.
Right? Well, David has an idea for a TV show.
Don't say it here because you know they're going to steal it.
I didn't tell too much of it, but yeah, I've been writing it. It's 8 episodes.
Am I in it?
Oh.
Of course you're in it.
Don't want to like, write me in where like Tommy died and it starts somewhere and then I'm gone. No.
It's all about the original cast.
Do I have lines and everything?
You have great lines.
Do I fight?
I do tell you, I'll say one of the lines I say to you, I say, dude, pop a mint.
David, we should probably team up and make the comic book the same as the reunion, just to really get somebody to do it.
Am I in it?
Yes, you're in it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We'll all do the work and I'll be here waiting.
No, but
No, I mean, I think we're kind
I'll
of
send you
saying,
the comic book. I sent it to Boom. They didn't respond.
Now I have to eat mints all the time because you're telling me my breath smells. In movies, Patty, I know you got to move on, but in movies when people have intimate scenes, like real close to their face, I wonder if they really think that, because I always go, ugh, that smells when they're talking.
What are we
Like,
talking about?
talking, if they take mints or they don't. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy is when someone's breath smells through their mask.
That's bad.
How is that?
Well, if COVID taught me anything, it's a great awareness for how my own breath smells.
Yeah, but people stop.
Because it's been bouncing back into all of our noses. Like, my breath is like that. Oh God!
I think people don't worry about eating mints anymore.
I do.
Or brush their teeth.
Huh?
Or like, whatever I said. All right, Patty.
No, I became more conscious of it because I was like, I don't want to be smelling this. Well, all right, Lynn, thank you. Very fun question. And Jason, you're absolutely right. Cobra Kai, I think, is one of the best examples how to take an old fandom, absolutely be reverent and respectful to the original fandom, and how to bring it into the 21st century. And
if you all wrote it, your names are behind it. It's like, how could you not? Like, it's just a mind-blowing thing not to have actors, writers, producers like themselves do something like that.
I agree. Look at the new Saved by the Bell. I watched it because whatever. It was actually really good. It was like a new generation, but yet they kept in the same vein of like taking, like almost poking fun at themselves for what it was before.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was quite smart, I thought.
Yeah. And let's roll another one. Oh!
Here's my limo. No,
it's Jason's limo.
oh my God. We were talking about that. Was someone you planned that, or it was planned, right? Someone sent it in. That's funny. Power Ranger limo. I didn't have all that stuff on it, but it was white.
It was white.
Okay. If you had kept it longer, it would have looked like that. So, from Oliver, who was the favorite villain that your characters have fought?
Guys, I don't know. I like Ivan Ooze from the movie. Did you guys enjoy it? Paul Freeman. He had these. Remember, Dave? He could barely walk in them.
Yeah, his big platform shoes. Yep.
Man, I was on YouTube. or like TikTok. It was bad. I mean, I know it sounds really bad. I shouldn't say it. I mean, if he fell or something like that, like to have TikTok or something. I didn't have TikTok. I was like, I bet you he's gonna fall because it's really hard. He'd be like, ah. And it wasn't mean. It's not like I wanted him to fall or anything like that. Dave did, but
Rita was pretty cool too.
Who?
Rita.
Yeah, Rita was great.
And then for the movie, remember it was the woman from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
Yep, she was good.
We won't talk about that though. Remember her scene in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
The principal from Dino Thunder, Principal Elsa, I believe. The cool thing about fighting her is it was the first, like I'd say human that I fought, because mostly Tommy's fighting villains and dressed up putties. So it was like a human, like an actual human. So that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was like kind of the first time I fought a person. Not just villains. So it was interesting. I thought that was interesting. It was a good fight scene, and Koichi did it, and it was the first time that I fought like a human. So that was pretty cool. She kicked my.
All right, on. Excellent, Oliver. Thank you. That was a good one. Now I've got Priscilla stuck in my. What's next? From Andrew, what were some of your own favorite heroes, real or fictional, when you were younger?
I loved Julia Roberts. I know that's not really a superhero, but to me she was in a lot of ways. Mystic Pizza was like one of my favorite movies. I used to watch, what was the Wonder Twin powers? What was that?
Oh, that was from Super Friends. Zan and Jaina, the Wonder Twins. Wonder Twin powers, activate.
And there was that monkey.
Yes, Gleek, their space monkey.
And Gleek.
He always carried the bucket, so when Zan would turn into water,
yeah. They were pretty cool.
They were cool.
What was the oh gosh, Pippi Longstocking? I used to be hooked on that show. Tommy, Anna, whatever her names were, Pippi Longstocking. Shit.
Yeah. She was magical.
I know. Yeah. I'm not afraid to say it now. I was before.
We've known each other for a couple of years. This is the first time you've really contacted me. I did not expect that, my friend. Pippi Longstocking. All right, right on.
Hey, Jenna just wants to say hi to y'all. She wants to say hi. Look, she's saying
hi to Amy. Hi, Jenna.
Frankie's here too. Watch. Look how big.
Frankie doesn't want to come back down the stairs. Come here. We miss you, Jenna. It's been too long. Just poke hi.
Jenna, she's doing good.
Here we go. Oh, you're so big. How old are you?
12.
12, dang, you're growing up.
I know.
Well, you are so little.
I know.
She's gonna do Legend of the White Dragon. Amy, maybe you can, or Dave, help her out a little bit with stuff for real, like a little acting tips or something.
Oh, you're gonna be in it, Jenna?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I would love to help you. I'd totally go over your lines with you for sure.
Small but powerful role. You know what I mean? Small but powerful role. So she'll be in there. Well, that's cool.
Okay. All right. Love it.
People want to see. I am Pippi Longstocking with a hook.
David, how about you? Any?
I mean, just for me, it would just be what I said earlier about Darth. I mean, Darth Vader was my thing back in 3rd grade, and just like how the Power Rangers used to come to malls. I can remember Darth Vader was coming to my mall, and it made my dad take me to the mall, and there was too many people, and I didn't get his autograph, but I made my dad sign a piece of paper so I could go to school the next day.
I thought we were still talking about favorite heroes, but we're talking about villains.
I think brand, because now
I relate to the dark side, so judge it if you want.
That was okay. Oh no,
well, let me add more than just Pippi Longstocking, Patty. I got a whole list of things. Now people are just gonna think Pippi Longstocking. All right, Star Wars. I was a big Darth Vader fan. I remember, dude. I remember he made my dad take him, and I didn't have anything but a notebook and a piece of paper. I went back to school to show everyone I was probably the coolest kid in school.
There you go. And Darth Vader became a hero in the end.
Yeah.
He turned around. So yes, he maybe be a hero with an asterisk, but he went out a hero.
Yeah.
Is Pippi Longstocking a hero, Amy?
For sure. She was like,
Darth Vader, dude.
she lived alone and she had all that magic. What was she? I mean,
and you said Julia Roberts, but you're getting mad at me for saying Darth Vader.
No, but I thought just Darth Vader is
you all went off, said hero, and you went villain, so it showed your dark side of that you don't even have a hero to look up to. So that's the
I didn't get to finish my second part, like I said before, and then Underdog was my my big.
Oh, Underdog! I forgot about that guy.
And then the Greatest American Hero was one of my favorite TV shows.
Oh yeah, that is right. That is I love that. That was super cool.
That was a good one.
William Catt, really nice guy.
And I love Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers was a big deal for me.
Okay.
I used to watch what was the horse, Mr. Ed. Every time I'd come in and I'd film, he would come in between scenes, and he knew everything about that horse.
Hi, Mr. Ed.
Yeah, my members used to sing that, Dave.
Yeah.
Andrew, thank you. That was a good one. And I think we're just about at time. So I'll just end up with this. It's like one thing I just realized this because again, I know I said earlier that we're looking forward to the day when the world does get back to normal. We can once again do this physically and stuff. But Jason, I realized something. Last time we saw each other was in Chicago a year ago, right before this all. But we were literally saying, "Yeah, I'll see you in Seattle in 2 weeks," and it didn't happen. And I was all set because I had brought this out for my nephew, and I was going to have you sign this. And I've been keeping it since then. I've always said, "You're going to sign this for me next time I see you," and I'm so looking forward to that day.
The problem is, I'm in Texas. He's in where are you at, Amy? The Canada.
Toronto.
All right, Patty. Listen, I don't know if I've done this a long time, but I'm gonna try to teleport from Texas to.
You got it.
He's such a ham, isn't he? That's why I love him.
Would it be so cool?
So anyway,
for you, bud. Sign that for you over here. And I'll tell you guys, that was a tough thing. But it's been a long time, 47 years.
Oh, that's so fun! How did you do that?
I'll see you later, bud.
How did you teleport?
Hey, you signed this to Mike Broder, not me. Never mind. Hey, what?
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. How do you know how to do that?
It's just one of those things, Amy. It's like so draining. Like, so like when I was on the show, I did it once. It's like really draining.
David, Amy, Jay, do you have any final words for our audience before we go?
Yeah, Jason, come over here. I want to hang out.
Amy, later.
So gross.
I will. I'll try. It's just really hard to teleport. Imagine if we would teleport as teenagers, how much trouble we get into. Good night, Mom. Escape from Alcatraz bed. Just think about it. We have no parents.
Once again, David, Amy, Jada, as always, absolute pleasure to have you all here. Thanks again for joining us on the stage. Thank you, our audience, for joining us. Thank you all for your great questions. Until then, bye-bye, everyone. Take care. We'll see you next time. And please keep washing those hands.